My child, be still for a moment and listen with your whole heart, because this message is not arriving by accident. You did not come across these words by chance, and your eyes did not fall upon this moment without purpose. I know the thoughts that have been circling in your mind. I know the heaviness you have carried in silence. I know the way you have questioned whether the doors before you are truly meant for you, whether the opportunities you dream about are real, whether the future that stirs in your spirit is only imagination or something I have truly placed within you. I know the nights you have wondered if you missed something important. I know the mornings when you woke up with a strange feeling that something significant was trying to happen around you, yet you could not explain it. And I say to you now, do not ignore what your spirit has been sensing. There are moments in life when the first sign arrives softly, almost like a whisper, and because it does not come with thunder, many fail to recognize it. But I am telling you now that what seemed small was not small. What seemed ordinary was not ordinary. What seemed delayed was not denied. Elon Musk tried to contact you, and you missed the first sign, but this is not the end of the story. Do not let fear fill your heart as you hear those words. Do not let regret rise up and choke your faith. Do not begin to condemn yourself and say, I lost it forever, I ruined my chance, I was too late, I was not ready. No, my child. I am the God who moves beyond missed timing. I am the God who can restore what seemed lost. I am the God who can cause a sign to return again with greater clarity. If the first whisper was missed, I can send a second sound. If the first knock was ignored, I can knock again. If the first signal passed by while you were distracted, weary, wounded, or uncertain, I can make the next one clearer than before. So I tell you now, breathe. Breathe and listen. I am not speaking to increase your panic. I am speaking to awaken your attention. You have been living in a season where many things have felt just out of reach. Doors seem to open halfway and then pause. Conversations almost formed and then dissolved. Ideas came to you but felt too large to hold. You felt a stirring in your soul that something unusual was tied to your future, but there were days when you doubted yourself because the path did not look logical enough, straight enough, or ordinary enough. Yet I have never limited myself to ordinary roads. I have always been able to bring extraordinary encounters into the lives of those who are willing to remain sensitive, humble, and awake. The world may call certain connections impossible. People may mock the size of your hope. They may laugh at the boldness of your inner expectations. But I am not intimidated by what looks unlikely to man. I am the one who plants visions that are too large to be fulfilled by human effort alone. I am the one who allows certain names, certain opportunities, and certain doors to appear before you, not to tempt you into fantasy, but to remind you that I am still the author of what surprises the mind. The first sign was not only about a person. Understand this carefully. The first sign was also about your readiness, your awareness, your spiritual posture, and your ability to recognize movement when it does not arrive wrapped in certainty. You have asked me for breakthroughs. You have asked me for visibility. You have asked me to let the right people notice you. You have asked me to connect your gifts with doors that can carry them farther than you could on your own. And I heard every one of those prayers. But when the answer begins to move, it often looks different from how you imagined. Sometimes the answer is not a grand announcement. Sometimes it is a subtle impression, a passing invitation, a sudden name rising again and again before you, an unusual opportunity to prepare, a feeling that you must sharpen your craft, a nudge to be more disciplined, a stirring to stop delaying the work I gave you. Many ask for the harvest, but when I send the sign to prepare the field, they do not recognize it. Many ask for the platform, but when I send the sign to become ready in secret, they overlook it. Many pray for favor, but when favor first appears as responsibility, refinement, and urgency, they call it inconvenience. So hear me now. Do not interpret the missed first sign as rejection. Interpret it as instruction. I am teaching you how to discern more clearly. I am training your spirit to stop sleeping through moments that matter. I am calling you out of distraction, out of self-doubt, out of the habit of dismissing your own potential. Too many times you have looked at your life through the lens of what has gone wrong. Too many times you have measured your future using the limits of your past. Too many times you have felt a holy push within you, but because the world around you did not immediately confirm it, you suppressed it and called it unrealistic. But I did not create you to live crushed beneath the opinions of others. I did not place gifts in you just so they could remain hidden under fear. I did not allow your mind to imagine larger things so that you could constantly shrink back whenever the possibility of expansion appears. There is a reason certain names, ideas, and visions have been crossing your path. There is a reason your spirit has not been satisfied with remaining small. There is a reason you feel the pressure of untapped potential. There is a reason you cannot fully settle into the old version of yourself anymore. It is because I am leading you into a new level of assignment. I am calling you into greater seriousness about what I have placed inside you. You have entered a season where your gift can no longer be treated casually. Your preparation can no longer be postponed. Your discipline can no longer be optional. Your focus can no longer be borrowed from your mood. You must become intentional. You must become steady. You must stop waiting to feel perfect before moving with what I already told you to do. The missed first sign is not merely about who tried to reach you. It is about whether you are willing now to become the version of yourself that can carry what comes next. There were moments recently when I nudged you to pay attention, but you brushed them aside. I stirred you to organize yourself, but you delayed. I reminded you to sharpen your voice, your craft, your work, your consistency, but you said there would be time later. I urged you to stop underestimating what I could do through your life, but disappointment from old seasons made you cautious. I showed you glimpses of increase, but because it did not arrive all at once, you lost momentum. Yet even now I do not speak to shame you. I speak to summon you. I speak to awaken your inner life. I speak to remind you that destiny does not disappear simply because you were slow to recognize its first footsteps. What matters now is what you do after this word touches your spirit. What matters now is whether you stay asleep or rise. Rise, my child. Rise from passive waiting. Rise from emotional confusion. Rise from the lie that you are forgotten. Rise from the dullness that has settled on your attention. Rise from the habit of saying maybe tomorrow. Rise from the tendency to treat your purpose like something that can survive neglect forever. It cannot. Purpose must be honored. Purpose must be fed. Purpose must be protected. Purpose must be aligned with discipline. The great things you desire are not built merely by wishing. They are stewarded through obedience, focus, humility, and endurance. If there is a door connected to your future, then you must live like someone preparing to walk through it, not like someone merely fantasizing from afar. You keep asking me for confirmation, and I am giving it to you in a form deeper than spectacle. I am telling you that there is movement around your name. There is movement around your gift. There is movement around the parts of you that you thought the world had overlooked. But movement alone is not enough. You must pair it with responsiveness. You must become quicker to obey. Quicker to prepare. Quicker to believe. Quicker to let go of habits that drain the anointing from your focus. Quicker to stop entertaining voices that constantly reduce what I have spoken over you. The reason this message reaches you now is because I do not want you to miss the next sign the way you missed the first one. And yes, I know that a part of you is still asking, how could something like this even happen? Why would someone of such scale, such visibility, such influence be connected in any way to my story? But I tell you, stop trying to make every move of heaven fit inside your limited equations. I have always used unexpected intersections to reveal my power. I have always joined unlikely paths. I have always shown people that favor does not always travel according to human ranking. There are times when one moment can compress years of hidden preparation into a sudden opening. There are times when one conversation can change how your life unfolds. There are times when one contact, one response, one recognition, one invitation, one visible connection becomes the catalyst for things you have prayed about in secret for years. That is why I have been trying to prepare your heart more than your ego. Because if I only prepared your excitement but not your character, the blessing would crush you. If I only gave you access but did not first build depth in you, you would mismanage what arrived. Do not become intoxicated by names. Become anchored in obedience. Do not chase symbols while neglecting substance. Do not worship the possibility of being seen while forgetting the importance of being ready. The deeper point of this message is not celebrity. The deeper point is alignment. The deeper point is sensitivity. The deeper point is that you are in a season where important opportunities may move around you quietly before they become obvious. Therefore you must become spiritually alert, emotionally stable, and practically prepared. The next sign may not come the way you expect. It may come through an idea you feel compelled to act on. It may come through a message you nearly ignore. It may come through a person who appears ordinary at first. It may come through a new standard I call you to live by. It may come through a sudden chance to present, create, build, speak, submit, show, or share what you carry. Be ready. I have seen your longing to matter. I have seen your longing to be recognized for what is real in you and not merely for what is visible on the surface. I have seen the ache of feeling unseen. I have seen the tension of carrying dreams that others do not understand. I have seen you wonder whether your time will ever truly come. And I tell you now, the desire to be used meaningfully is not wrong when it is surrendered to me. The desire to have influence is not evil when your heart remains clean before me. The desire to reach further is not pride when the deeper reason is to fulfill what I placed inside you. But you must keep your heart from corruption. You must not let desire turn into desperation, or ambition turn into vanity, or hope turn into obsession. Let me govern the way you rise. Let me shape how you carry what comes. Let me keep your spirit whole while I enlarge your horizon. The missed first sign was also mercy. Yes, mercy. Because had it arrived in full while your inner world was still unstable, you might have mishandled it. Had it opened completely while you were still scattered in your mind, unsteady in your routine, and inconsistent in your stewardship, you may have damaged what was meant to bless you. Sometimes I allow a sign to graze your awareness without fully landing so that you will wake up and prepare for its return. Sometimes I let you feel the nearness of something significant so that you will stop playing with your calling. Sometimes I let you sense what could be possible so that you will no longer tolerate the small, careless compromises that have been slowing you down. You have not lost everything. But you must learn something. You must learn that timing matters. Attention matters. Honor matters. Promptness matters. You cannot keep saying that you want increase while living in a way that ignores the cost of stewardship. You cannot ask me to trust you with more while repeatedly neglecting what is already in your hand. You cannot say you are waiting for a great opportunity while treating your current preparation like it has no value. Everything is connected. The hidden room is connected to the public door. The unseen habit is connected to the visible breakthrough. The small discipline is connected to the massive outcome. The way you manage your ordinary days shapes how you will handle extraordinary moments. I am calling you back to the place of seriousness. Not heavy fear, but holy seriousness. The kind that makes you sit with your life honestly. The kind that makes you examine what drains your focus. The kind that makes you release what weakens your spirit. The kind that makes you stop wasting hours on what adds nothing to your assignment. The kind that makes you treasure the gift I put in you and stop speaking of yourself as though you are empty. You are not empty. You are carrying more than you have fully honored. You are holding capacities you have not consistently developed. You are sitting near seeds that could become something powerful if you would stop postponing your own obedience. You have also been wounded by disappointment. Let us speak truthfully about that. There were times when you expected a door and it did not open. There were times when you thought someone would notice you and they did not. There were times when you believed you were close to a change, only to find yourself back in familiar waiting. Those experiences taught your heart to brace itself. They taught you to guard yourself against hope. They made you slower to trust inner nudges because you did not want to be hurt again by what seemed promising. But not every delay is deception. Not every silence is denial. Not every missed moment means your future is empty. Some delays are construction. Some silences are preparation. Some missed moments are lessons that preserve you for what matters more. So do not allow old disappointment to make you dull in a new season. Do not let past unmet expectations make you blind to present movement. Do not let earlier pain teach you to resist every future possibility. I am doing a new thing, and it will require a new attentiveness from you. It will require that you hope again, but with maturity. It will require that you prepare again, but with greater discipline. It will require that you believe again, but without becoming unstable. It will require that you remain open without becoming naive, bold without becoming reckless, and expectant without becoming frantic. I want you to understand something else. You are not called merely to receive a sign. You are called to become one. I am shaping your life so that what I do in you becomes a witness to others who thought their small beginnings disqualified them. I am shaping your life so that those who once underestimated you will have to acknowledge that something beyond human effort has been at work. I am shaping your life so that your journey becomes a testimony of how missed moments, hidden years, quiet preparation, and renewed obedience can still lead to surprising favor. But that testimony requires your participation. It requires your yes. It requires your daily alignment. It requires your willingness to let go of excuses that once comforted you but now only confine you. Do not wait for another emotional rush before you begin changing what needs to change. Do not say you will become disciplined once the next opportunity appears. Begin now. Make your life ready now. Let your habits announce that you are expecting movement. Let your focus reveal that you are no longer available for unnecessary confusion. Let your work show that you honor what I gave you. Let your schedule reflect that your calling is not a hobby. Let your spirit become less noisy so you can hear more clearly. Let your words stop cursing your future. Let your environment begin to support the kind of life you say you want to build. I know you have wondered whether I still remember the desires of your heart. I do. I know you have wondered whether your story can still turn. It can. I know you have wondered whether what felt missed can ever circle back in a better way. It can. But I will not comfort you with empty softness. I will tell you the truth that saves you. You must respond differently now. You must live differently now. You must guard your mind differently now. You must manage your time differently now. You must stop treating your future like something that will rescue you while you remain unchanged. Your future is not magic. It is assignment meeting obedience. It is favor meeting readiness. It is vision meeting discipline. It is calling meeting surrender. This is why I say again, Elon Musk tried to contact you, and you missed the first sign. But the real tragedy would not be missing a first sign. The real tragedy would be hearing this warning and still refusing to awaken. The real tragedy would be continuing in distraction after being called into awareness. The real tragedy would be asking me for another door while ignoring the way I am telling you to stand ready. So I am summoning you now. Wake your spirit. Wake your mind. Wake your discipline. Wake your courage. Wake your expectation. Wake your stewardship. The next chapter cannot be carried by the sleepy version of you. There are things you need to leave behind. Leave behind the lazy agreement with delay. Leave behind the cycle of excitement without follow-through. Leave behind the habit of sharing your energy with everything except your assignment. Leave behind self-talk that belittles what I put in you. Leave behind the voices that feed confusion more than conviction. Leave behind the scattered patterns that keep your soul fragmented. Leave behind the need for constant external validation before you obey what I have already placed in your heart. Leave behind the fantasy of instant greatness without the hidden cost of consistency. And take hold of what is required. Take hold of focus. Take hold of order. Take hold of integrity. Take hold of humility. Take hold of a teachable spirit. Take hold of discipline that remains even when emotion fades. Take hold of the quiet confidence that comes from being aligned with me. Take hold of the courage to improve what has been neglected. Take hold of the willingness to prepare in private for what may appear in public without warning. Take hold of patience that does not rot into passivity. Take hold of faith that moves your feet, not only your feelings. You are closer to a shift than you realize, but closeness is not the same as completion. That is why you cannot afford to drift. There are seasons when drifting only wastes time. Then there are seasons when drifting costs encounters. You are in a season where attention matters more than ever. The enemy of your next level is not only fear. It is also carelessness. It is also inconsistency. It is also the temptation to live as though tomorrow will always offer the same chance. It will not. Some moments must be met when they appear. Some doors respond to readiness in real time. Some signals are time-sensitive not because I am cruel, but because growth requires responsiveness. Yet do not misunderstand me. I am not saying you must live in panic. I am not saying you must obsess over every little thing and exhaust yourself. No. Panic clouds discernment. Obsession distorts hearing. Fear produces counterfeit urgency. I am calling you.